The 2023 tax season is over, so let's start thinking about next year. I'm going to show you 3 ways you can completely avoid tax on crypto legally. 2 of them are really easy, and you can do them today. One of them involves completely changing your life like I did. Option 1 is pretty straightforward. You can use your crypto and take a loan from yourself. Now, your crypto stays in crypto, so if you have 100 grand in crypto, it'll stay $100,000 in crypto and have monthly payments taken out of it. So if Bitcoin goes up 20% in 1 month, you still get that market gain. But you're allowed to take 50% of the value and wire it to your bank account right now. In fact, anybody can make an account on this platform and send money to anyone's bank account almost anywhere in the world. They offer 6.9% APY loans over 12 months, and they take the payments out of your crypto unless you manually make a payment. They also have immediate stablecoin loans. So like, let's say you have $100,000 in Dogecoin because you know Dogecoin is going to blow up in a year. You can immediately print $60,000 in USDT and send it to an exchange and then margin it on Dogecoin again and get way more gains than you would if you just spot bought. So if your crypto doubles anytime in the next year, you basically just printed money out of nowhere, tax-free, right into your bank account. Here's a little chart I made as an example. So if you have $100,000 in Bitcoin and Bitcoin goes up 5% every month for the next year, that would mean if Bitcoin is $28,000 right now, a year from now, Bitcoin would only be $47,889. This is a very frugal estimation. Bitcoin's all-time high is like $69,000. So it's very likely a year from now, Bitcoin will double from $28,000. If you take a $50,000 loan out from your $100,000, your $50,000 loan at 6.9% interest will have like $4,454 taken out of your 100K in Bitcoin, because you have 100K in Bitcoin still. Plus you wire 50K to your bank. So that's printing money out of nowhere that didn't exist. So now you have $150,000. You don't take a loan out over the next year. This graph kind of shows you how much money you would have. So with your loan, payments being taken out and the 5% market gain, you're just barely making an increase all year. This line is slightly going up. With no loan, you would have $100,000 getting compounded 5% interest payments, but then when you go to sell that, if you were to sell all your crypto and pay tax on it at a 24% rate, you'd be down to here. Now, if you were to do the worst thing you could possibly do and just sell your crypto to an exchange, sell $50,000 of it, you would pay a 24% tax, you'd have $50,000 left, and your $50,000 in crypto would go up this much, and then you'd have to pay that tax again at the end of the year. Selling crypto also affects your total income. So it's very likely that if you sell crypto to an exchange, you're going to be in a new tax bracket and pay higher taxes on all of your investments. You don't want to do that when you have options like these. These are the short-term capital gains tax rates. You can screenshot it, put the link in the description. That's my suggestion. If you need money in the bank today, use nexo.com. For now, while it works, Nexo's had some lawsuits from the United States, and they actually won, but they have another. Let's take a look at Nexo. This is what it looks like before. I've actually used it quite a bit in the past. As you can see, I used to be able to earn interest, but accounts from the United States, which this one got verified with my US ID, no longer has interest, but this is what it looks like. So I deposited $100 in here, and it'll let me take a $50 loan. You just go to borrow. You can have Tether, USDC coin, Binance USD, so these are all USD crypto, or a bank transfer. You can see the notes down here. The maximum withdrawal is $2 million a day. I'm showing you how to cash out tax-free $2 million a day in crypto. If you know someone rich or you have millions of dollars and you want to put it into your bank tax-free and not affect your tax brackets, this is your magical solution. They even actually have down to 0% loans. Let's take a look. In order to get the best rates on Nexo, 10% of your holdings have to be in their native coin called Nexo. If you were to just use their base level, you're looking at a 13.9% rate. The borrow rate's right here. 6.9% is a high LTV interest rate. I think that means like if I have $100,000 and I use the maximum percentage they allow, which is 50%. If I have $100,000 and I withdraw 50 grand, they're going to charge me 6.9% interest. If I have $100,000 and I only withdraw 10 grand, that's probably a low 0% interest. The earned benefits, if you're not from the United States, are here, having over 10% of your value. So if you have $100,000 in Bitcoin, you want to have $90,000 in Bitcoin and then $10,000 in Nexo, which I'll show you where to buy. My suggestion is Phemex.com. I said you don't have to verify KYC, and they have full trading privileges, futures, margins, spot. And for Phemex, what you would do, deposit any crypto, go to the spot market and sell whatever you deposit for USDT, not USD, not Bitcoin. Sell it for USDT, and then open the Nexo USDT trading pair and just market buy it, max out whatever you deposited, and withdraw your Nexo to your Nexo wallet. So that's my number one suggestion, especially if you have billions of dollars and millions of dollars. And if you use my link to sign up, you get $25 once you deposit. You can deposit $100 in Nexo and get $25. Now, the second option is pretty straightforward too. You can use gift cards to make all your purchases. Now, the easiest way to do that is with BitRefill. Let's take a look at BitRefill. As you can see, they have everything from merchandise to bill paying. You can pay your phone, your TV service. You can also plan an entire vacation tax-free by taking your Bitcoin and going to BitRefill, buying your flight, getting your hotel or Airbnb. If you're on a cruise instead, they have cruise gift cards, and you can even pay for your Uber trips while you're abroad instead of renting a car. But if you do want to rent a car, they have a gift card for rent-a-car gift and gas, and you can narrow it down by the country you're in. So like I live in El Salvador, and if I wanted to pay my El Salvadorian bills with Bitcoin, which I actually already do, things like Tigo takes Bitcoin, Claro, AES. I actually have AES, and I think this would be cheaper. So I pay my AES bill with Bitcoin, but I pay a 5% fee to do so. I actually think it would be cheaper for me now that I see this to go to bitrefill.com and buy this gift card for 0% fee. And I believe BitRefill has a 1% rewards program. So it's basically like getting 1% off. You spend $1,000, you'll get $10 for a gift card on whatever you want. Now, option 2B is a little bit harder, and if you don't have experience doing it, look into some YouTube videos. I have some. You can look up Paxful or NoOnes.com or BitValve. You can use a peer-to-peer exchange like this and use Bitcoin to buy a gift card from another person and get massive discounts. Like, let's take a look at Uber. These are the vendor rates. So if I wanted to be one of these people, this is the competition I would have. I would get like 45% off of my gift card. I would pay $45 in Bitcoin for a $100 Uber gift card. What you would do is make an account on NoOnes, create an offer to sell Bitcoin for whatever gift cards you want. Now, that's a pretty extreme example. Let's see what else is available. Amazon. We can get everything on Amazon. Amazon gift card, find offer, 35% above market price. So you would pay $76 for a $100 Amazon gift card. There's two exchanges I recommend right now, NoOnes.com, but if you're from the United States, you won't really be able to use it. So you can use bitvalve.com. These are the rates on bitvalve.com. What I'm showing you is the other people trying to sell Bitcoin and get an Amazon gift card. So again, if you wanted to be one of these people, you would go to My Offers, create a new offer. I want to sell Bitcoin or whatever currency you deposit for the currency of the country you live in. We'll type Amazon, only United States will work. I'm looking for $100 to $500 of Amazon, and I'll give them 30 minutes to do the trade. I'll pay a 2% fee. So if they give me $100 Amazon card, $80 in Bitcoin, I'll pay a $1.60 fee in Bitcoin. And I'll get an Amazon gift card for $81.60. A $100 Amazon gift card for 80 cents. Amazon, you would want cash paid receipts only. Send the receipt showing cash paid. We will start escrow and send the card. No verification, physical cards only, just to be safe. Just make sure the currency that you're accepting is the currency where your gift card will work where you live. I live in El Salvador and we use the United States dollar and Bitcoin, which brings me to my third option. To completely avoid crypto taxes, option 3 is move to El Salvador or any country with no capital gains tax. But here in El Salvador, we have no capital gains tax and our currency is USD and BTC. It's now the safest country in North and South America. It is completely different than it was a year and a half ago. We have great weather, great beaches, and inexpensive everything. I pay less than $3,000 a month and have a beautiful penthouse with like 4 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, a beautiful view. And I should have mentioned this as a 4th option, but another way to avoid taxes is just use your Bitcoin to buy stuff or pay for things. And guess what? Here in El Salvador, you can pay for pretty much everything in Bitcoin. I pay my bills in Bitcoin. I paid my maid for the first year and a half when I lived at the beach. I paid her in Bitcoin. You can go shopping in Bitcoin. Everyone here has a wallet sponsored by the government. So even if you have a private debt or you want to buy something off Facebook, they take Bitcoin. It's actually a law here that all the businesses take Bitcoin. So if you go to the supermarket, you can pay with Bitcoin. If you want to buy a car or real estate, they take Bitcoin. And if you want to buy real estate in El Salvador, email me. I know realtors, you can put 20% down and show 2 years of income and get property here. And guess what that will do? Spare you of capital gains. And guess what? Most importantly, there is now a new law in El Salvador where there is 0 tax on tech innovation companies. Income, property, capital gains, and from what I understand, even your employees don't have to pay income tax if they're part of a company that's innovating technology. And Bitcoin is definitely one of those companies. I'm going to put a link to this article that came out a week ago. And guess what? My picture is actually on this article on Cointelegraph. El Salvador removes all taxes related to tax innovation and economic growth. Here's the actual law introduced and passed. Here's a picture of me, Max Kaiser, his wife Stacy. These 2 guys are from Athena Bitcoin. These are all like Bitcoin Association of El Salvador companies. This guy right here is the president of the Bitcoin Association. I think this is the vice president. These are all different. There's me. And you can read this article and hopefully decide to move to El Salvador, because honestly, guys, like El Salvador is beautiful. Everything is cheap. We use USD, so nothing's complicated. And we use Bitcoin, so nothing's complicated. We have great beaches, great weather, great surfing. I never surfed till I came to El Salvador, and so like that's all I know, and it's not much, but I think it's the best surfing in Central America. We have the lowest murder rate in both North America and South America. I'm a combat veteran. I've been to war for America and know how to fight, and I'm safer here in El Salvador than I am in the United States. And the main reason for that is because unlike the United States, there is private security everywhere. Like here in my building, I have at least 2 armed guards 24/7. I didn't have that in America. Every single bank in El Salvador has armed guards. I lived in Columbus, Ohio. I never saw an armed guard in any of my banks. And you know what? Before I left, You had to wear a mask inside of a bank with no weapons in it, with no armed security. If you wore a mask inside a bank in 2017, they would have called the police. El Salvador has never had a school shooting. Not one. America has at least one every month. It's definitely safer here now. Everything is cheaper, and depending on where you live in America, I would say El Salvador is more naturally beautiful. Especially if you buy an empty acre lot by the beach for about $100,000. If you want to buy real estate in El Salvador, message me. If you want to learn about peer-to-peer trading, you can join my premium Discord for $500. It's been in existence since 2019. And you can see the entire history when you join. You can ask me anything, anytime. We have a market signals channel where we tell you exactly what to buy, the entry price, the stop loss, the take profit 1, take profit 2, take profit 3. We have a gift card request channel. If you need a specific gift card, one of us will hunt it down for you. We have a coin creation channel we're kind of toying with about making a new cryptocurrency. We have the Limitless channel that's been in existence since 2019 with like 55 or 60 other traders. A lot of them make more money than I do. We have an NFT channel, which we haven't talked on very much lately, but when NFTs explode again, if that happens, that's a place where you can get whitelist links and all kinds of ways to make money with NFTs real fast. There's 2 ways you can avoid taxes legally today and all year. Use my link to sign up for Nexo. It's in the description. You get $25. I'll put the links to the peer-to-peer exchanges I approve of. And if you want to move to El Salvador, just email me. As always, you're welcome. And good luck.